Yo, what's up? My name is Jaden, and I got a nice little video here for you today. This is a solo only guide on how to do the Scorched mines up in Shattered Mountain. Reason I'm making this is because I've seen a few of my company members talk about how after patch 1.1, them adding certain rocks to certain chests, it is no longer possible to get all chests solo. And I just wanted to make a video here today and show you that you actually can get every chest by yourself. Because they did end up adding rocks, now you have to pull aggro on a lot of mobs, so I'm going to show you how to do that. A couple things I'd recommend getting before coming here is infused health potions, or the best health potion that you can get. Reason being is you will end up taking a lot of damage, and it is nice to be able to go back to full so you don't die as often. Another item is infused regen potions, or the best regen potions that you can bring. Sometimes you don't get hit all the way down to make a health potion be efficient, so it is nice to be able to regen back up to full and not have to waste a health pot. The final consumable would end up being food. I take hearty meals as they're the best that I can have. Sometimes I don't want to waste a health pot or a regen potion, and so I will end up just eating a food for a little bit of health. Next is armor. I would recommend light or medium armor as I dash a lot to try and dodge damage. I use light armor because I'm able to roll 3 times with my bow, and being able to dodge all that damage is really nice. You can end up taking heavy armor if you would like, as you will end up taking a lot of damage, but I value the dodges a lot more than the extra armor and health that I might get from heavy armor. As this is a chest run, I would recommend bringing as much luck as you can. I have luck on all my armor and most of my jewelry. You can also have luck on a shield, and I'm not sure about sword anymore as they said they removed it from 1.1 changes. But you can also have luck on bags. I don't happen to have any at the moment. I'm working on that. As well as with the new 1.1 PvP changes, you get 10% extra luck for being flagged, so that is recommended as well. And finally, for weapons, I recommend any weapon that gives you a dash or movement speed increase. For me, I'm using the bow, as every single time I roll, I get bonus haste for a few seconds, so that really helps trying to run away from things. You can also use the battle axe's charge or the fire staff's burnout. Those are really nice, but they do kind of have a long cooldown, so be careful when you're using those. You can also bring the hatchet in case you get into a sticky situation where you think you might die. Being able to live at 50 HP is really nice, as you can dash away to get more HP again. Also, it is really nice to have supplies for 2 campfire. The first campfire I would recommend putting down at the beginning of the Scorched mines. It's not necessary as it is pretty close to the settlement. However, if you're not used to this and this is your first couple times running solo, then it is nice to have. Also, the further we go in Scorched mines, there's an area to place down a second camp that is mandatory. There's a lot higher level mobs that hit a lot harder, and you will end up dying a few times if you're not careful, and it sucks trying to run all the way back. The last thing I'd like to mention is I did end up dying 4 times on this run, so I had to pay around 400 gold-ish to repair all my stuff, so it kind of sucks. If you're better than me, then that won't happen. If you're worse than me, then maybe you'll die a few more times, but yeah, that's what happened for me. So the first hard chest to get after the new changes is the one back in the cave that we just did. They added a really big rock to the back of it so you no longer can hide behind it. What you want to do now is to grab aggro of everything in the room, go up on top of the cave. There's a little bit of a platform that you can climb on, and run up there to lose aggro. Once they do lose aggro, it is safe for you to go ahead and jump down and loot the chest. Something annoying that can happen is the 2 musket dudes right at the entrance. They don't get pulled all the way, and so what can happen is they will shoot you while you're looting the chest. If that happens, all you have to do is wait for everything to reset, grab aggro again, go up on top, and then this time try laying down like I did. This way, the musket dudes will get pulled a little bit farther than normal. Something you can look for when you're grabbing these chests that require you to grab aggro of everything and wait for them to retreat is all mobs in this game have an animation for when they're about to retreat. A lot of times it has something to do with their head, so if you look at their head, they'll normally shake it in some weird way, and that way you'll know that they're about to retreat, so you can take advantage of that. Again, wait for his head to start moving. Go ahead and jump down and then grab the chest. This is a perfect example. To get around this guy, just go ahead and jump to the left of him, and you'll always be able to get around him. Don't bother killing him. This is a good example of having your health high or having a hatchet to be able to tank a few hits before dying. Right there, I got beamed by 2 muskets at the same time and almost died to bleed, so make sure you are always topped off. This elite chest right here is pretty tricky. What I recommend you do is just be confident and run as fast as you can. Try not to waste any time and grab this ledge right here. There is a weird bug in this game where if you are climbing and you get hit, there's a chance that you can get knocked down or knocked completely off. If that happens, it's really annoying and kind of sucks, but you'll have to lose aggro and try again. Here, all you have to do is just lay down on these rocks and wait for the musket dudes to lose aggro. After that, you're able to slowly walk off the cliff, jump down onto the chest. If you overshoot it like I do, for some reason it's raised in the air right now, so you're able to jump back on it. But in the future, if they lower it back down, you might not be able to hop back up on it. But you can grab the elite chest very easily, as well as the chest next to the elite chest without grabbing any aggro from anyone in the area. Congratulations, you just completed the first part of Scorched Mines. The second part is a little bit harder, but I'll show you what to do from here. So the first thing you want to do when coming into the cave is hug the left hand side and run up on this rock here so you can lose aggro of the 2 musket dudes at the entrance. If they don't lose aggro all the way, you can jump down to the lower platform and lose aggro there. In doing so, you're able to also grab the big boss in the middle of the room. If you don't, you can just hit him on the way down and run back up on the rock. After that, just wait for him to do his little head shake, like I mentioned before, and immediately jump when you see his head shake so you can grab the chest. There is about a second of delay that you can have if you miss it, and after that, you'll have to restart if you don't get the exact timing down. With this chest here, you do want to be pretty quick. What I end up doing a lot of times is rolling with my bow for the bonus haste, grabbing it as fast as I can, and immediately spamming my dodge button when I think the chest is about to be over with. This room here is where you can place the second campfire. I don't place one in this clip because a lot of times Zergs do end up running through here, and there's normally a campfire already on the ground, but I didn't have one this time around, and I do end up dying shortly after this, so I have to run all the way back up. So this little spot here, there's 4 chests you want to grab, as well as 1 Orichalcum vein. The first chest is guarded by the little dude that crawls around on the ground. He's really annoying, so I like to go ahead and kill him. The second chest is up on the little platform that you climb after the ramp. The third chest is the elite chest directly in front of the boss. However, it is really annoying to grab because of the Orichalcum ore, so I like to go ahead and mine it up. You can mine it between the 2 little pillars there and not grab aggro while standing directly next to the boss. The elite chest is pretty scary to get sometimes, but it's another case where you have to immediately get it as soon as you see the boss shake its little head to retreat. It might take you a few times and you might die. I did end up dying, that's why you saw the clip cut, so be careful when doing so. And then the 4th chest is off to the left hand side. Also, when the boss is retreating, do not stand in front of his path. He will hit you on the way in and you'll take quite a bit of damage. So jump to the left hand side of him and try to take the chest between the two little pillars there again. This stockpile here is extremely easy to get. All you have to do is jump up on the little platform, and the two mobs there cannot hit you whatsoever. So you can just sneak right behind it and then grab it while up on there. Another cut means another death. This area is exactly like the first elite chest that we did before. All you have to do is run into the area, grab aggro of everything, run up on this area up here on top of the cave, just wait for them to retreat, run down, grab the chest, and run out. Running out is the hardest part. That's where I died the first time, is running out. But all you have to do is just try and avoid everything or jump around and dodge roll. These two chests here are two easy chests to grab, even though there's a few mobs around it. All you have to do is grab aggro again, hop up on the little cliff, just wait for them to lose aggro, and then you're able to grab both chests pretty easily. This guy, you can kill him if you'd like, but if he's not sitting in front of the chest, you don't have to. As well as the guy coming up on this next area that you climb up. This is a good example of an attempt where I went for the chest, yet I didn't do it fast enough, and so I got hit off of it. All you have to do is lose aggro and try again. I actually failed a few times, unfortunately, but yeah, you can jump down onto this little crate that has the food, or you can jump up on the little stack of stone blocks. Either way, it's up to you. This little cave here is the only real annoying part, in my opinion, of this entire run. Mostly because of the spear dudes. They have like the most absurd range I've ever seen in my entire life. And when they power attack, if you don't have more than like 7k HP, they pretty much one shot you. and it's super, super annoying. So really be careful when you're around spear dudes. For this chest here, normally you can grab it before the mob in front of it has fully retreated, but he grabbed aggro when I got in the room in a weird way, so he actually reset before everyone else. So I just went ahead and killed him. Normally you can grab it though without having to kill him. This part here is entirely optional. Normally I do not even bother doing it because of how annoying it is, but there is a chest in this back part right here where you have to grab the aggro of a spearman and another little mob hanging out, as well as there's two dudes on the catwalks that you have to kill or drag out. Like I said, normally I just never even bother because it's so much work and it adds a lot of time to the run. But if you really, really want to grab this chest, then you can go ahead and just kill the two dudes on the catwalk, grab the aggro of the spearman and the last little mob, and then just run around and make them retreat. Here, unfortunately, there is a bug in this current patch where sometimes you just straight up can't grab the chests even though they're up. As you saw, I grabbed it and then nothing happened, and then I went to grab it again and I was just stuck in the grabbing animation. So that happens to you. I'm really sorry. For the chest behind the big boss here, I just went ahead and told the dude that was in the area who was mining the orichalcum to just go ahead and come behind me and grab it while I'm grabbing the chest. Just cause I didn't want him to accidentally aggro the boss and then I would end up getting hit off the chest or getting killed. So I just told him to come do it so we could do it at the same time. But all you have to do is just sneak around the bushes or the little roots there, hide behind them, and then you won't even grab aggro. It's that chest is really easy to grab. So at this part, you're getting pretty close to the last couple chests of the run. What I like to do is stand up on these little stack of bricks like we did earlier. If you're a little uncomfortable standing on this stack of bricks and you think you might get hit, you can jump off the railing to the left hand side and just hang out on that little rock there and just do the exact same thing that I'm doing. And with this last chest here gathered, congratulations, you have fully completed a Scorched Mine solo run. Got all the chests, got all the goodies. I wish you the best of luck with all the loot you got. At the end, I'm just searching through to see if I got anything good. But yeah, congratulations, you did it. This is the first video I've ever made about New World, as well as this is the first video I've ever edited before, so I am sorry if there is some weird editing or if something you didn't like, as well as I'm sorry if there is some slurring or if I stuttered a lot, if I said and you got kind of annoyed. I am sorry about that. Also, this video is a lot longer than I expected. If I'd ever make videos in the future, they'd be around 5 to 10 minutes long, not anywhere near 20 minutes. That's a lot longer than I would personally enjoy watching, so sorry about that as well. But yeah, with that being said, thank you for watching till the end. If there's anything else you want to see a guide on or anything at all, maybe I'll make a follow up to this. So yeah, thanks for watching and I'll see you later, boys.